Hi, in this episode, I want to talk to you a little bit about home inspections. And so, whether you are a buyer or a seller of real estate, home inspections are going to usually come into play because most people will not um, buy something as large of an investment as a home without getting a home inspection. And in Tennessee, a home inspection with attached to a purchase and sale agreement needs to be done and performed by a licensed Tennessee home inspector. Um, so at Great Fox Realty, there's a couple things going on, and just wanted to bring some of these to light to you guys so that you could maybe benefit and learn a little bit about what's going on in some real life real estate transactions. So representing a buyer, and we just had an incident where the home inspection report came back with a long laundry list of items. We're talking like 46 things that need to be addressed on the house. And so the point of this is to let you know that as a seller, you can avoid this kind of problem. You should probably think, especially if your home is older, or if you know you've had some deferred maintenance issues, get a pre-listing home inspection. Now, that home inspection is not required to be done by a licensed inspector in the state of Tennessee. So you can get your friend, get a relative, somebody that's probably skilled, maybe a handyman or a builder friend, somebody that's got experience about housing and maintenance of housing, so that they can educate you and give you a fair assessment of things that need to be addressed before you put your property on the market. The last thing you want to do is think that you've got your home sold, start making plans to your new purchase, only to realize that these deferred maintenance things are going to cause you a problem and could even make the contract fall apart. So consider as a seller to do some kind of a pre-home inspection. Great Fox Realty are not home inspectors, but part of our plan is that we will do a pre-listing walkthrough of your house with fresh eyes, looking at things that we have seen in the past come up on inspections, and we'll point them out, and you can address them and make those repairs without the hassle of having a buyer looking over your shoulder on how those things are repaired. And that'll usually save you some money down the road. It also makes your house look better. So that's for the seller side. On the buyer side of the home inspection, a couple things you should consider and keep in mind. So let's say you get to this point, because when you're out looking for a house, let's face it, you are not focusing on all the maintenance issues. Your eyes are glazed over. You're happy to be looking at your potential new home. And you're not necessarily looking at all the things in detail that you might want to look at or should look at, and maybe you don't even know of the things to look at. So you get a licensed home inspector to do your home inspection, and you pay for that at the time of service. But be prepared when you get the results back that there's probably going to be some things that they point out that you didn't see or you weren't aware of when you were looking at the house to make a potential future offer on it. Here's the thing we want you to know. Be prepared to, number one, if it's too many things, be prepared to walk away. Number two, if it's still your dream house and you want it, be prepared to negotiate for the things that you want fixed. But even bigger is be prepared to maybe spend a little bit more money doing some more due diligence. And by that I mean, maybe the home inspector indicated that the water heater was older than the average lifespan of a water heater in our area. So you should be prepared to maybe have a plumber go out and look at that and see if that is maybe something that needs to be repaired. Same thing with maybe a fireplace, so a chimney inspector. The heating and cooling systems may need to be further inspected. To see if there's any underlying issues, because a licensed home inspector is not an HVAC technician. They're not a plumber. They also aren't a chimney sweep. So they will give you clues where you might want to spend some further energy and efforts to uncover some of these issues that you might be looking into. So I hope that this episode was useful and meaningful to you, and that you got something out of it, both as a buyer and a seller, and understand and know that in either case, Gray Fox Realty is here for you. And we have experience seeing a lot of inspection reports, working through those negotiations, and we can leverage that on either side of the equation if we represent you. If you want to know more, get in touch with Gray Fox Realty. We're going to put our number right down here, 615-656-8181. Thanks.